Here we are in section 3.2 with numbers 11 through 18. So let's start right here. Graph the following lines. And we've got to have 3 points. Now, since we can pick any points, it could be different than what's in the textbook, but we should have the same line either way. So I'm going to do this little XY chart down here. Let's get 3 of these points. I like the y-intercept, so I'm going to pick a 0 there and a 0 there. That'll give me some good intercepts to work with, and then we'll pick one other one. So if we put a 0 in there, we get 2y equals 10, so y equals 5. So 0, 5 is the y-intercept. Let's write that down because that's important. Y-intercept. Now, if we let 0 go in for y, we then get 3x equals 10. So x equals 10 thirds. And that is the x-intercept when y goes in for it. So 10 thirds 0, so that's just over 3, probably about right there. And I don't know, I'm just going to pick like the number 2. Let's see what happens with 2. Stick in 2 there, and we get 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2y equals 10. Subtract 6, and we get 2y equals 4, y equals 2. So 2, 2, right there. And you can kind of see where it goes. There's our line. Good. Number 12. So y equals, let's do a little xy plot here. If x is 0, that's my favorite one. The y-intercept, stick in 0 right here. And we get y equals negative 7. I like that, negative 7. So 0, negative 7, there's your y-intercept. And you can see wherever the line's going to head, that's where it crosses that y-axis. That's good. We could stick in a 0 for y. That's not going to be quite as nice, but we could do it. Stick in a 0 right here. We get 0 equals 2x minus 7. Add 7. And divide by 2, and we get x equals 7 halves. So about right there, 3.5 over. So our line's going to go like that, but let's get one more point just to make sure. And let's stick in x is 1. See what we'll get. Should get something. 1 should be about right down in here, but let's check. Stick in 1 in there, and we get y equals 2 times 1 minus 7. 2 times 2 minus 7 is a negative 5. So we get 1 over a negative 5. Oh yeah, hey, we're right in line with the other guys. There we go. Good. And then number 13, y equals 1/2 x. So again, I'm going to stick in 0 for x. That's a nice one. Y equals 1/2 times 0. Well, that's 0. So there we go. Now we stick in another one. I guess sticking 0 for y won't give us anything new, so let's stick in something like 2 for x. That'll be nice to get rid of that fraction. Stick in a 2 right there, and I get y equals 1/2 times 2. 1/2 times 2 is 1. So 2, 1 works. 2, 1. Okay, and then stick in another one, say 8. Y equals 1/2 times 8, and that gives us 4. So 8, 4 would be like there or so. And you'll see there, that's where our line is headed. Right there. Good. Number 14. X equals negative 6. Oh, this is one of those special ones. It doesn't have any y in it. So x is going to be negative 6. That's what it says. X equals negative 6. No matter what. So we could put a y as 7. We could put x is negative, y is 13, and y is 0. So we get negative 6, 7, negative 6, 7, negative 6, 13, negative 6, 0. And you can kind of see where we went. We went back to where x was negative 6, and then the y's are completely, they can do anything they want. That's a vertical line right there. Number 15. Y equals negative 3/7 x minus 2. Let's find 3 points. Oh, what do you think I'm going to pick? Oh, yep, that's right. We're going to pick a 0. So we get y equals 0 minus 2. Look at that. That x-intercept, the y-intercept, let's write that down. That's your y-intercept right there. Very handy. It's right there. That's nice to know. When you stick in a 0, it just gets rid of that whole thing. So there's your y-intercept every time y is by itself. So 0, -2 is right here. Stick in another one. I'm going to pick another point for x. It'll cancel that 7. I'm going to pick in 7 right there. So I get y equals -3/7 times 7 minus 2. And notice what happens there. The 7's cancel. I get -3 minus 2 is a -5. So 7, -5 is like right here. Oh, so our line's going to head down that way. That's kind of interesting. And then I'm going to pick 14. So we should be like clear down here somewhere. Y equals -3/7 times 14 minus 2. Go ahead and punch that in your calculator if you can't see the cancellation. But if you can, 14 divided by 7 is 2. -3 times 2 is -6 minus 2. We get a -8. So over at 14, we're down at like -8. And yes, that's how the line goes right there. Good. Number 16. 2x minus 5y equals 12. And so let's stick it in. If we let x be 0, this will give us the y-intercept. So if that guy is all gone right there, we get 12 divided by -5, -12/5. So 0, -12/5, that's just over -2. There we go. If we stick in y as 0, it's going to give us that this guy will be gone this time. So we get 2x equals 12, and we get x equals 6. So 6, 0 is right over here. Good. And then one more point, just, I don't know, x equals 3. Let's see what we get. 2 times 3 is 6 minus 5y equals 12. Subtract that, and we get -5y equals 6. Y equals -6/5. So 3 and -6/5 over 3 down just over 1. Hey, look, they're still in a line. I like that. Or mostly in a line. Number 17. Y equals 5. Oh, these are the nice ones. Y is always 5 no matter what x is. X could be a 0 or a -2 or a -8. So we have 0, 5 right up there, -2, 5, -8, 5, or 13, 5, or anything else 5. And we get this straight across, flat, horizontal line up where y is 5. That's what it says, y equals 5. And number 18. So 5x plus y equals 6. Oh, I like sticking in 0. Get rid of that guy, and we get y equals 6. Oh, that was nice. That was good. 0, 6 is right up here. And then I'm going to stick in and get the other one. Stick in 0 there, and we get 5x equals 6. Divide by 5, and we get x equals 6/5. Punch that in your calculator, and you're about 1.2. So about like that. Ooh, that's pretty steep going down. And let's do another one. Let's stick like a 3 in for x. Oh man, we're probably going to be way down here. But let's try it. Stick in 3 in for x, and we get 15 plus y equals 6. Subtract 15 from both sides, and we get a -9. So we're about right there. And yes, indeed, that does fall in line there. Good.